Yes, guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a brand new video. Now, Martin Ødegaard has done an exclusive interview with TNT Sports where he's talked about the title running. And one of the things I've actually loved about him is the fact that he thinks Arsenal are now mature and are ready. We're going to be diving into that interview very, very shortly. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel as well. Do you think we are better and we are ready now as compared to where we were last campaign? I think obviously, the points we have taken off Liverpool and Manchester City this campaign will show you something different. Last campaign, obviously we didn't lose to Liverpool, but we lost home and away to Manchester City. This season, we've not lost a game to Man United. We've not lost a game to Manchester City, and we've not lost a game to Liverpool as well. That is actually very huge. But let's dive into the captain, the skipper's words about the title running.
Have been so widely praised since. How do you reflect back on the performance?
I think it was a strong performance. I think we did a lot of things really well, and yeah, how we defended, especially the box, and also I think the high press up front, and yeah, how we defended together was brilliant. And then obviously we wanted more. We wanted to win the game, and we felt like we had the chance to get a win there. And yeah, but it's a strong point in a tough game, and it can be an important point, going towards the end of the season. So yeah, it was okay.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I think, listen, we've been criticized for playing, parking the bus, and I don't understand it when Arsenal park the bus once a season or twice a season. It's a big problem. When other teams actually do it, it's not a big problem. But that is not even the point. The point is that if Arsenal wanted to stay within lane of Manchester City and within sight of Liverpool, we had to get a result at the Etihad, whether that was a point or whether that was 3 points, depending on how the evening rolled out. We couldn't afford to lose. But also what he says there, Martin Ødegaard, something again that really caught my eye, is the fact that he says that it's going to be important come the end of the season in the title race. That means that Arsenal are already thinking about the title. That means that it's not like it was last campaign where we said we are just going game by game. We don't know what's going to happen. I think Mikel has now, instilled the mentality of we have to win it. We have to be winners, of this title. We have to go and try to win it. And I think it's something that Arsenal will really benefit from. It's rather, better to fight for something that you're fighting for, rather than just sitting on the fence and say, listen, if we win it, we win it. If we don't win it, we actually don't win it. So I love that Mikel and Odegaard and the team know that this season we are fighting for the league. And so and Odegaard says that point could come in handy come the end of the season. It could be important come the end of the season. And obviously Liverpool have drawn against Manchester City twice this season. I don't see a reason why Arsenal should really be scared that we have not beaten them at the Etihad.
You're right what you say. You were so organised defensively. You had some rocks back there behind you, didn't you?
Yeah, they're massive. They've been so good, the whole season, and yeah, how they defend the box, and how they fight and win their duels and all these things is unbelievable. But I think it's something we do together. I think the whole team, we defend together, we attack together, So yeah, it's about the whole team. But yeah, they've been amazing back there.
So two very good.
Yeah, listen, Gabriel and Saliba, I wouldn't really stretch it to the fact that to say that they are the best centre back in Europe right now, or the best centre backs in Europe right now, but I would say they are top 2 in the Premier League, and they are top 5 in Europe right now as a partnership. I think Gabriel has improved a lot this campaign, and I think William Saliba has been really consistent ever since he came back from that, long injury that he suffered during the last end of the campaign. He's been really, really, really good and really consistent. Now, are they a big reason for Arsenal being where we are? Absolutely. They are a massive part of this Arsenal side being where we are. They are a massive reason why Arsenal are sitting second And we could actually end end the day on top of the Premier League. We just don't concede. We just don't allow anyone to mess around in our penalty area, and that is due to Gabriel and Saliba. So again, I agree with the captain there. It is something that we have worked on. Those two boys have been absolutely outrageous
good results
in terms of
against
their
City
quality
this season. 2 really good league results against Liverpool as well. What does that tell us about this Arsenal team?
I think you can see the quality, obviously. As you say, the games we played against the two teams up there, we've won and draw one. So yeah, that's pretty good. And I think it also shows, the quality in this league. We have to be on it every time. It's not just the top teams, but it's every team, and we've said that many times. Every game is so important, and yeah, that's the same now going into the end of the season. Every time we play, we want to win, and yeah, that's the mindset we want to keep now.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, for me, I think Liverpool and City and the points we have picked, against each of them, works better in context when you look at how many points Man City have taken off Arsenal and Liverpool, and how many points Liverpool have taken off Arsenal and Man City. So put this into perspective. We've drawn once against Man City and beaten them once, and then we've drawn once against Liverpool and beaten them once as well. So that means that we have taken around 8 points of possible, I think 12 points, right, of Liverpool and Manchester City. That already highlights the quality of this team, the determination, and the ability. We have some curtain raisers there. We have some level raisers in there, the likes of Declan Rice, that are allowing us to close that gap between Man City and Liverpool. And I think I said it 3 years ago. It could have been 3 years ago or 4 years ago. This channel was still very young. And I said that it seems like a million years between Arsenal and the top two. That was Manchester City and Liverpool then. But right now, it doesn't really seem like that. You look at Liverpool, they've drawn twice against Man City, taken away 2 points, and they have drawn once against Arsenal. They have taken 3 points off Arsenal and Man City. 3 points. Manchester City obviously drew twice against Liverpool, and they drew once against Arsenal. They've also taken 3 points as well off the two title contenders. And maybe that is the spirit that will actually lead this Arsenal team into believing that we can actually dive into the last 9 games of the campaign, or the last 8 games of the campaign, although they are difficult games. But if you can beat City, you can beat everyone on your day. If you can shut down City, you can shut down everyone on your day. So again, I think Odegaard is really, really spot on right there.
What's the biggest difference between now and this time last season then?
I think you see a more mature team. I think we've learned a lot from what happened last season, and yeah, obviously it was a really tough end for everyone at the club, and yeah, I think we've used that in a good way, and feel like we're a lot stronger this year. Obviously some new players coming in as well, and bringing some quality, but I think what we learned and what we went through was yeah, something good for the team to progress and to grow. So yeah, it was painful, but if you use it in a good way, it can help you, so hopefully that's what we can do this year.
I'm not really sure if I'm right about this, but everyone has said that this Arsenal team fell away and fell apart because of a lack of maturity and a lack of experience. I think the experience is definitely a big part. Maturity, I'm not really sure about that. But what we got this season and what we have seen this season with this Arsenal side is kind of a disaster preparedness scheme and strategy. We look bitter and we look angry and hungry for the last 10 games, and that shows you that Arsenal are more prepared for the back end of the season as compared to the beginning of the campaign. I think we shouldn't lose to Fulham like we did, and we shouldn't lose to West Ham at the Emirates Stadium like we did. Even if you beat them 10-0, a loss at the Emirates Stadium still hurts, and it's still very, very bitter. So if Arsenal win those 2 games, we get an extra 6 points, and we would be above Liverpool by 4 points, and I think the title race would be over. For me, right now, it would be definitely over, right? But I think Mikel Arteta and this team are mentally really prepared for the running. We are really, really, really getting better in terms of that resilience, the maturity, and the fight and the hunger for us to go. We have got to win the last games, because that is where Man City steal it, and that is where Liverpool steal it. This team have got the ability to go 10 games unbeaten. 9 games unbeaten. We have just gone 9 games unbeaten. In those 9 games, I remind you that we've played a Manchester City there, we played a Liverpool there. We are still unbeaten, and we played Luton to make it game number 10. And I think we will beat Luton, and we will beat Brighton as well over the weekend. So Arsenal could go 11 games unbeaten, and that is the difference. That is the difference between the back end of last season and the ending to this campaign as well. The maturity is a point that I really agree with Martin Ødegaard. I think this team is much better and different as well.
Everyone has an opinion, as you know, but in your opinion, who are the title favourites now?
Nah, I don't know, to be honest.
He's never gonna say it. He's never gonna say it, is he?
We don't care too much about the other teams. We focus on ourselves and the job we can do and what we can control. And yeah, that's just the games we play, So I think that's our mindset. You just keep focusing on ourselves and keep working hard and try to win every time we play. That's the mindset. So then we'll see.
Well, honestly, you've got to be honest. The Opta predictor machine thinks that City are favourites. And recently, I think after Arsenal drawing with City, Liverpool did go above as favourites. So it's Liverpool favourites and Man City. I just don't have the conviction about Liverpool. I just don't have that conviction about the Liverpool. Maybe with Man City, you cannot be less convinced. They are good. But Liverpool, something just doesn't rub me the right way when it comes to them being the champions. I could be wrong, of course.
But 3 teams slugging it out into April in the title race, it's some dynamic, isn't it? How high is the standard between the top 3, do you feel?
Yeah, I think the standard is unbelievable in the whole league, to be honest. As I said, every game is such a tough game, and you have to be on it every time you play. And yeah, that's the Premier League, That's the quality here, and I love it. I love the how competitive it is, and you have to be so sharp in every moment, in every game, and yeah, it's a beautiful thing. So yeah, we're lucky to be a part of the best league in the world, and we'll enjoy the fight.
As captain, how proud are you of your teammates for some of the courage I think they've shown in recent matches, and in fact all the way through this season? Yeah,
I think, as I said, I think we've grown a lot as a team, and yeah, people taking more and more responsibility, and yeah, you can see that on the pitch and the confidence we have in the team now, and how much we trust each other and understand each other on the pitch. So yeah, I'm really happy with the progress, and still I feel like we can be better, So yeah, that's the good thing, and that's what we're pushing for.
Right. So again, listen. I don't think Arsenal are at the peak, like Odegaard says. There's a lot of room for improvement, and we're just going to get better. But anyway, today at exactly 9:30 p.m, Arsenal take on Luton. Make sure you do tune in for that one. We will be live for the match reaction on the Cossy Arsenal podcast. And of course, I'll be live, not really live, but I'll do a match reaction and player ratings on Cossy Arsenal. I'll speak to you right in the next one.